Hey everyone, I'm CPO and this is my Jeep overclocked. And overclocked is overclocked in many ways, but one way it isn't overclocked is that shovel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I have been running a pretty sad garden shovel on the back of my Jeep for a couple of years. It served its purpose, but its value is pretty limited, so it's time to upgrade. Allow me to introduce you to the Krazy Beaver Tools Krazy Beaver Shovel, aka the Murder Spork. This thing is pure beef and oddly enough was not necessarily designed to hang off the back of your off-road vehicle, but had a bigger purpose in mind. So I want to tell you a little bit about the owner, Jason, and this company and the shovel. But first, let me show you how it looks on the back of Overclocked. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that Krazy Beaver shovel just screams, I'm here for some serious action. All right guys, so this is the Krazy Beaver Tools shovel. You can get it at krazybeavertools.com. While this meets the needs and wants of the overlanding and off-roading community, which is very popular and right now, is actually designed with a search and rescue mission in mind. You see, Jason, the owner of Krazy Beaver Tools, is a law enforcement officer and he does search and rescue missions as well as mountain patrol, and he was looking for a shovel that could handle the activities he was doing in the field. So he set out to design and develop his own search and rescue shovel. And he came up with a really cool design that he sought a patent for and began to figure out manufacturing. Turns out that's super duper expensive. In the meantime, he runs across this shovel head. This shovel head comes from Seymour, who makes a shovel called the Super Shovel. And it's a lawn and garden shovel, but it's designed to cut through roots. And so he liked this shovel head and actually struck up a deal with Seymour to order specific components for a shovel so he could build his own Krazy Beaver shovel. The original Krazy Beaver shovel design actually has a 3-piece handle, and he was building those and selling them. But as the shovel became more and more popular, he needed to manufacture more in a timely manner. Seymour came to him and said, hey, why don't you let us manufacture this shovel for you? So that's what happened. Now Seymour manufactures the Krazy Beaver shovel, but they could not pull off that 3-piece handle design. So they settled on this 1-piece handle that you're now familiar with the Krazy Beaver Tools shovel. Now, let me address the elephant in the room. So there is a lot of misinformation on the internet stating that the Krazy Beaver Tools shovel is simply a painted and rebranded and price hiked version of the Seymour Super Shovel, which is this guy here. This is a lawn and garden shovel. And yes, they are made by the same company because Krazy Beaver Tools is contracting Seymour, a USA shovel manufacturer, to make the shovels for them. But they are made to different standards and specifications. Think of it like this. You can have a cell phone manufacturer in China pumping out a iPhone 10 at the same time they're pumping out some Chinese knockoffs. The factory is the same, the people doing the manufacturing are the same, and even some of the components may be the same between the two phones, but they are going to be made to different specifications and requirements and different levels of quality control. That's the same thing going on here. You have two shovels coming out of the same factory. One of them is a mass-produced lawn and garden and construction shovel, and the other one is built to a different specification and requirements and a different level of quality control for Krazy Beaver Tools. So let's talk about that now. As you can see, the heads are a little bit different. The Krazy Beaver Tools head is sandblasted and powder coated to a beautiful finish. Let me give you a close up here. Whereas the standard shovel head is a shovel head. Nothing fancy. As a matter of fact, this one's all dinged up. It's never even been used. This one is even packaged differently to avoid getting scratched and dinged during shipping. Next, we run down to the collar where the shovel head and the handle meet. The garden version of this tool has a riveted sort of industrial design, and Krazy Beaver Tools said, we don't want that. We want a clean look. So they changed the manufacturing process on this to allow for a rivetless connection. So next, the label. Seymour has a pretty obnoxious label, and Krazy Beaver Tools said, nope, I want a simpler design, a simpler label. So you've got that. Handle color. So while you can buy either of these shovels with a yellow handle, you can only get a black handle from Krazy Beaver Tools. Now, black has the distinct advantage of being able to better handle UV radiation. So if you're hanging this off of a vehicle or leaving it outdoors, the black handle is actually going to be able to better handle that constant exposure. The yellow handle will break down over time. So even if you buy a shovel from Krazy Beaver Tools, if you have a chance to get a black one, that's a good reason to do it, besides the fact it just looks awesome. All right, now let's talk about these handles. You'll see on the Seymour version of this shovel, it's a riveted, non-removable design. So with the Krazy Beaver Tools shovel, you actually have this nice, big, quick release pin with a huge tab that's actually designed to be released with gloves on to make it easier for gloved hands, which a lot of people working with shovels may have gloves on. Now this D handle is removable. What that gives you is access to this hollow handle. You can store things in it, such as search and rescue tools, paracord, I don't know what you need, fire starter, whatever you want to put in there. So another benefit of having a removable handle is if you're operating this shovel in a wet and cold environment, or you're storing it in that type of environment, you'll have the ability to remove the handle and dump out any water that might have got inside there, because if that freezes, it can actually damage the fiberglass handle from the inside. You're going to have water infiltrations on both types of shovels, but only one of them can you remove the handle and do something about it. So while this shovel head does come in a beautiful red finish, Krazy Beaver Tools does know that some people want to customize their shovel to, say, match their vehicle. You can actually buy an unfinished version of this shovel and save a little bit of money and do your own finish work. So if you're looking to color match your vehicle, for example, that would be a great way to do it. So if you're looking for a serious shovel for serious work, again, cutting through roots or ice or rock, or just literally digging through any type of crud, this is designed to do it. Now, in October, Jason said he's planning on bringing back the 3-piece handle design. So he's working on getting that back into manufacture. And the benefit of that really is being able to put it into smaller spaces. But it's not a super huge shovel to begin with, and quite frankly, fits nicely on most vehicles, either racks or roll bars. All right, guys, so there is one more thing I've got to show you that is totally awesome. This is a custom all-black powder-coated version of the Krazy Beaver Tools shovel. This is the murder spork of all murder sporks. This is a custom shovel that Krazy Beaver Tools will put out from time to time. It's actually quite labor intensive to do an all black powder coat. He was trying to explain to me even what it takes to powder coat the fiberglass handle. If you've ever powder coated over fiberglass, maybe you'll understand. All I know is it sounded like a lot of work to me. He doesn't do very many of these, but when he does, he will post on his Instagram, Krazy Beaver Tools, that he has some available. So they don't last very long, so if you see that and you're interested in one, you better jump on it quickly. Trust me on that. So this is the type of shovel that ends up on SEMA builds or custom show trucks, but it is a really cool piece. And sometimes it's just neat to have something like this that's totally unique and different from what everybody else has. All right, guys, so that's it. That's the Krazy Beaver Tools shovel. You can check them out at crazybeavertools.com, and they have a bunch of different options there, different color combinations, and even some different shovel heads. So go check them out. They're all made in the USA by Seymour shovels, but to Krazy Beaver Tools exacting specifications. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.